My name is Tristan. I'm 17 years old and I love to play basketball. I played junior varsity in 10th grade and varsity in 11th. I'm probably going to go to college at either UCF, FSU, or USF. I'm not going to give you a sob story about my life. I am blessed to be where I am at now, and I'm thankful for all the people who have led me here. I'm blessed to have family members that support me and teachers that actually care about what path and road I go down. I am lucky to have friends that have the same interest as me. I went to Tropical Elementary School up until 5th grade, and at that point I was not saved. I have been going to MICS since 5th grade, and since then I have been saved. Let me give you some words of wisdom. You just need to soak up what your teachers say because they have so much to tell you. Experience is the best teacher, and they have the experience we all need. I'm thankful that I have made memories here at MICS that will last a lifetime.
Hi guys, my name is Autumn. I've been going to MICS for 9 years now, and I'm a senior and I'm graduating soon. I got saved when I was around 11. I went on a youth group trip to North Carolina, and the very last night we had hiked a mountain and we were at a barn, and it was the last church service. And that night I realized I needed to rededicate my life to the Lord, and so that's what I did, and it's just stuck ever since. And if I could give all of you a piece of advice, is that just really treasure your relationship with God, and as we're all getting older and as we're all moving on, we just need to really prioritize our relationship with Him. We need to grow stronger in the Lord, and yeah, so.
Hi, my name is Max Power. I've been going to school here since pre-K. I'm on the varsity football team. I play quarterback, and I've been playing for 4 years for the school and about 12 in my whole life. I don't have some sob story testimony or anything. I was saved in 2nd grade and always been in church and been going to this school, so I knew about Jesus for my whole life. But I never really did anything until about 9th grade. I was in Firehouse, and the message was about making sure you actually act on your faith, and I never really did that. So since 9th grade, I've been trying to work on that more and more, and still not perfect. No one is, but yeah, that's my story. Vote for me.
Hi you guys, my name is Shelby. I've been going to MICS for a really long time. A lot of you guys know me. I know a lot of you. I'm sure a lot of you know that I'm in love with Guatemala. But one thing I want to talk to you guys about today isn't about Guatemala. It's actually about the fact that God is not disappointed in you. That's something that God has really taught me over the past few years, and especially recently in my life, is that we're all going to mess up and struggle with our faith sometimes and be strong with our faith sometimes, but no matter what happens, God is compassionate. He is my compassionate Father. He is your compassionate Father, and He is always there to welcome you home with open arms. And I think that's the most important thing, that if you're going to take anything away from what I'm saying to you today, it's just that, you know, we're all going to mess up. God's not disappointed in you if you mess up. He is just there waiting for you to come home to Him.
Hey guys, I'm JD. A lot of you know me. Many of you know me because I love to be the center of attention, but not many of you actually know me. So I'm going to start off by saying that I was adopted by my grandma when I was around 5 years old. My dad lives in Texas and my mom lives here in Maryland. I've been going to MICS for 9 years now, and my first teacher at MICS was Miss Nevad. She was a lot different than any of the other teachers I had at my old school. She actually cared if I did my homework, and she tried to help me out as much as possible. I went from getting terrible grades to actually getting pretty good grades. A couple years later, and about an inch taller, I was getting ready to go into the 8th grade. I was going back to public school, only this time it was different. My 8th grade year, I learned a lot of things that a 14-year-old boy should not know. And I hung out with a lot of kids that I wish I would have never met. I also did a lot of things I still regret even to this day. Even though I would come home every day and disrespect my mom and run around doing whatever I wanted to do, God still guided me. At the end of the year, I found out that me and my brother were getting scholarships to go back to Maryland Christian. So that meant I was going to start my high school year in a nice pair of khakis and a polo. To be honest, at the time I wanted to stay in public school, and had no interest in going back to Marathon Christian. Only one thing stopped me: my mom. So my 9th grade year wasn't bad at all. I just coasted through, not really caring about anything but attention. My 10th grade year is when I can say that I was truly saved. I learned from my past and tried to move on. I thought everything was going good until my life hit a rough spot. My mom was taking care of 4 kids while trying to keep us all in Christian school and out of trouble. Things weren't going good for our family, and I was at a point where I was begging God to change my life. This time there was a new kid at our school named Alec. Alec and I started hanging out more and more, and to this day he is my best friend, who I think of as a brother. The more Alec and I hang out, the more our parents talk, and eventually I started living with him. I thought this was sweet because I get to stay the night at my best friend's house every night. The only bad part was chores. Once again, I thought everything was going great until halfway through the year, I fell into a stage where I felt bad for myself. I kept asking God why I couldn't have a normal family and a happy life. I began to really get stressed out and got to the point where I didn't even care. My grades dropped and I didn't know what to do. The only thing I could think of was to switch schools and try to start over. I planned to just hide my problems. I convinced my mom that this was the best thing for me, and she gave me the choice. So while I was getting ready to switch schools, Mr. Bob came up to me and asked me if he could talk to me. So I said yes. Well, when we sat down, he asked me what he could do to make me stay. I told him nothing. I had my mind set. Then he said, "JD, I'm not going to give up on you." He made me feel like I had a purpose. He let me know that he cared, and I still was not completely convinced. When I walked down the stairs, Miss Jill and Miss Quinn were waiting to talk to me. They cried over me wanting to leave, and they begged me to stay and told me that they loved me. I don't think I've ever felt more loved than that day. The people that you surround yourself will affect you for the rest of your life. God has a special plan for each and every one of us. You never know for sure where you're going to be or what you're going to be doing, but in everything you do, trust in God.
Have you ever had one of those days when you feel like the whole world is against you? Nothing is going right, you're just feeling sorry for yourself? Well, Tuesday night, I was feeling that way, and to top it off, my mom was cranky. So when my dad came home, he took one look at us and said, "All right, let's go eat Mexican food." It was one of those nights when the 4 of us ate 2 orders of queso fundido, or otherwise known to my family as fud cheese, as an appetizer. On the way home, my dad prayed for us, and he actually prayed specifically for God to show me that I am loved. And the next day, I was nominated for homecoming court. How crazy is that? And I can't express how grateful I am to even be nominated. I don't have a crazy story to tell you about how bad my life was until I found Jesus. I'm lucky. I grew up in a Christian home. My first memories are of my Nana singing B-I-B-L-E and Jesus Loves Me. I accepted Christ at an early age and have had a personal relationship with Him since I can remember. I grew up wandering the halls of Marathon Christian School, and even when I didn't go to school here, I participated in every homecoming since I was born. I've seen every lip sync and have helped the seniors build parade floats and hall decorations as an elementary student. Don't get me wrong, my life is far from perfect. I've had my problems, but I've relied on God to get me through them. I went to Edgewood 7th through 10th grade. I never really fit in. People always made fun of me for being too happy. How can you be too happy? Even the people I had called my friends made fun of me for being a Christian. My mother finally got tired of me complaining about it and moved me to Marathon Christian School. Can I just say that God has given me the best group of friends I could ever ask for, and I've made more happy memories here in the last year than I have in all my time in public school. Shout out to my squad, my classmates. I don't know if that's still a cool thing to say. Guess what I'm really trying to say? That God has really blessed me so much in bringing me to Marathon Christian School, and I'm so thankful for all of you for accepting me and giving me a place where I can fit in. Remember that God loves you no matter how bad you are feeling, and God has your back.